Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video on Peace Beats with Dan Blackwell. This is a request that came through over my Buy Me a Coffee, and if you'd like to do one yourself, the link is in the comments and in the description. And today we are listening to Erik Grönwall. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've never heard this artist before, but it's House of the Rising Sun Epic Dark version. I'm very intrigued. House of the Rising Sun, originally written by Leadbelly back in the, I want to say 30s. Very, very, very old song. And a lot of Leadbelly's songs were kind of, he was the first person to know, I believe he wrote this, though there are some of his songs that go back even further, you know, a long, long time back that were just kind of word of mouth were traveled around. So this is a classic song that's had many iterations, and I'm very intrigued to see how Erik is going to take this on and do something different with it. So let's find out. If you enjoy my reactions, do hit subscribe. Let's go.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans.
I love his low voice, and he's not afraid to kind of let it crack there. He's not afraid to go somewhere that's almost a little uncomfortable out of his range and make it work in this kind of slightly country western style, saloon style way of singing here that I'm getting. And I love the piano, the way it kind of alludes to the original chord progression, but it's a little different the way it's arpeggiated, and the sound of it. It's kind of, you wouldn't recognize it straight away, would you, if you just heard that and you didn't know? It's he's making it into sort of, I mean, it's the House of the Rising Sun for sure, but he's really putting a twist on it, and that's very cool to hear, because as I said before, it's something we've heard so many times in so many iterations. It's cool to hear it new again, to feel fresh, and that's a very, very difficult thing to achieve.
Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk.
Hell yeah, that's what we were waiting for. And I like how patient he was with the composition of this. Very slow build, really let you sink into it to get you relaxed with the kind of rolling rhythm of the song as it progresses, but sort of teasing builds, but really letting it breathe, you know, not rushing into it so that when it hits, you really feel the impact, and you felt that, right? And I like how the work is being done a lot by guitar, these kind of big spacey chords and everything, these really nice electric guitar sounds. There's, I believe there may be an organ in the backing, but it's I think you would kind of assume like full strings and everything, or maybe even brass, to create this epic dark sound, but he hasn't gone with that. He's gone with more of an electric sound, which I think is really, really cool. It's a very interesting route he's taken here.
and change. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know how and God, I There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. God, I know I'm one.
What a voice. What an incredible voice he has. Erik Grönwall, everybody. That was sensational. Some of the notes he hit there, the high notes and the power behind them, was really, really sensational. I loved the use of the gospel choir in this, and I like how they weren't just following his melody, they were providing a counter melody with the same lyrics, and that really brought it up another layer. And that's what it was all about with this song, was the structuring and the instrumentation, the arrangement of it, how it built and built and built, and that was just done absolutely perfectly in my opinion, spectacularly. Really interesting use of instruments to do that. There were more obvious choices, I'd say, like strings and brass, that weren't really touched on at all, I don't think. And he relied more on reverbs and more on guitar tones and sort of affected organs and things like that. And I think that's what kind of gave it that darkness, you know, not just an epic version, but an epic dark version. Some of those more electronic sounds in there, you know, did really, really good work. But first and foremost, you have to just address and you have to profess his voice is incredible. The guy is amazing, and that's what really, really, really struck me about this. So I definitely want to hear more of Erik's work. Really, really incredible musician. So yes, please do let me know any recommendations in the comments, and if you'd like to make a request, as I said before, I do have a buy me a coffee. The link for that is in the comments and description. If you enjoy my reactions, do hit subscribe, and as always everybody, take care, peace and love.